In this week's parasha, after the beginning, which talks about the laws of vows, then the Torah says that Hashem tells Moshe Rabbeinu to take vengeance for the Jewish people against the Midyanim. And what's going to happen after that, Tzvi? Amecha. Very good, Tzvi. But I still think you'll be the cameraman and I'll give the advice. Deal? Okay, fine. Although your Torah is better than my camera. So, Achat Yosef Amecha, which means in English, and that will be the last thing that Moshe Rabbeinu will do in his lifetime. He will pass away after he leads this war against the Midyanim. So the Torah, Rashi brings the Tanchuma, that even though he knew, as the Torah said, that it was going to be the last thing in his life, so you would think that he would push off doing it in order to stay alive longer. No, also b'simcha, he did it with happiness, v'lo yicher, and he didn't delay. Because when Hashem tells you to do something, you do it, and you don't make cheshbonos, you don't make calculations. Beautiful, everything's fine. Except, if you look what actually happens, does he do it himself? No. The Talmud tells us, I think it's 40 or 41a, it's 41, right? Mitzvah bo, yosa mi b'shlucho. It's better to do a mitzvah yourself, especially when Hashem says to do it yourself. The double lashon, Nikol Nikmas B'nai Yisrael. The Medrash says, do it yourself. But he doesn't do it himself. Contrary to the rule of the Talmud, he gets Pinchas to do it. So the Torah says, Beferish, Vayishlach Osam Moshe, Ve'et Pinchas Ba'alazar HaKohen. Rashi brings the Chazal. Why Pinchas? He started, remember last week? Boom. He started the war against Midyanim, so he finishes it. So will the real Moshe please stand up? Do we have the fellow that the Chazal praises in the beginning, that he did it with happiness and didn't delay? Or is he lacking because he didn't do it himself? The Bali Musar, the rabbis that teach us ethics, say a beautiful concept. No, it's the same fellow. And it's a praise of Moshe Rabbeinu. Because Moshe Rabbeinu spent his formative years in his life in Midian. It would be inappropriate for him to physically lead a revolt against the country that brought him up. But Hashem told him to do it himself. Moshe Rabbeinu realized that this midah, this attribute, this concept of a koros hatov, of being grateful and not being a kofoi tov, not being an ingrate, is so important and so fundamental to the religion that there was no way that Hashem, when he told him to do it himself, he meant to physically do it himself. He meant that you would lead the revolt, be the manager, the general, the owner of the company, who really doesn't do too much. He just has other people do things for him. Because Hakaras Hatov, being grateful, is so important that he realized that it had to be that Hashem meant to do it in a way that would not be a contradiction to his midah, to his attribute of being grateful to the country that brought him up. A good Shabbos, everyone.